the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemon, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. If I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It is the Monday Mayhem Warriors. I'm Mike Sorg. Hot Mike. Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we have with us from Beacon, New York. He's the only Mayhem of Future Endeavor letter from the WWE. He is Mad Mike.
Hi, Sorg.
Hi.
I have a Lego update.
Fantastic. We'll get that in 1 second then.
Okay.
Yes? Because we have a special guest with us tonight.
Yes,
I asked
we
him
do.
to call in because we ran into each other in the greater Detroit area. We got a little breathy on the mic, by the way, Mike. I think that's you,
Oh,
perhaps.
sorry,
Just
yeah.
put it a little away from the nosy nose.
A little close.
And we have with us hardcore deathmatch referee to the stars, George Ross is back on the Mayhem again. How you doing, George?
Good, Sorg. How are you?
I ran into you. You said you should come to the show Friday night. And I said, yes, Friday night is the only night I don't have a late run with this client in up at the Speedway up there. And we got to see HorrorSlam, and you as your first night as senior referee, I do believe.
No,
right?
only acting because the normal senior referee was not available for the evening. That's the only reason.
Okay, now I get the full story. I see how
acting
it is.
acting interim. For the night, that's it.
Well, either way, I thought it would be appropriate instead of me trying to clamor and getting everybody's name wrong and things that are happening and misremembering everything from like what feels like a week ago to me right now, we'd have you on to talk about this show that I got to experience. And I do have some video clips we'll throw on here for the video crew, I think, as we go here too. But first, Mike, as you mentioned, you do have a Lego update, and I think we gave you we had a big choice to help you with about a week ago. Was that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have Obi-Wan coming up this week.
Oh, it's this week.
Yeah, it's this week. It's this Friday, Sorg. So I made this little beauty because no one knows where 3PO is.
Explain it for the audio, please.
This is the detentions, the trash compactor scene from Star Wars: A New Hope. And Sorg, look.
The walls close.
The walls close in.
Yes.
And also, if you're looking for 3PO and R2, there they are.
Oh, there they are.
They're right there.
Oh, the humanity. Does it have the little eye thing that pops up?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was. I put that together over 2 nights while watching the George Carlin documentary on HBO Max.
Oh, I saw that dropped. I saw a preview on something else I was watching when I was catching up last night.
It is lovely.
Yes. So maybe we'll have some time. Unfortunately, I want to go a little short because I'm feeling a little rough after recent travels. And of course, I'm sure we're going to talk about Chippendale and go another half hour. But anyways, Monday Night Raw, I saw 0 of it. I was picking up our friends from the airport that we had in Texas doing the job. So Dutters and Rob are safely home now. He wasn't looking good on the way out, unfortunately. So I didn't get to see any wrestling this evening. And hell, I didn't even get to finish an entire episode of AEW last week. I was so busy. But Mike, so what's going on in WWE land tonight? Because that's kind of the purpose of this show originally.
Not much.
Okay.
We're a
And
week
moving
away.
on.
We're a week away from Hell in a Cell.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, a week from Sunday is the Hell in a Cell.
Oh my God.
2 weeks. It's June 5th, isn't it?
Well, they say a week from Sunday, which is
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Mike.
okay.
that's 2
There's
weeks.
one.
You made it sound like it was in like 6 days.
There's one Raw and 2 SmackDowns. Not a lot.
That's a lot of ground to cover. Man.
Not
That is a
really.
lot of ground to cover. A lot could happen.
Looking at what they did tonight, where they had 3 hours and booked one match,
So what did they do? Are they doing this because they're maybe running out of talent?
they're not running out of talent. They're just not using the talent they have, and they're consolidating titles, and they're forcing people to walk away. Like,
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now all the tag titles are on 2 people, and
Yes.
we don't have a tag title match.
Yes.
All the main titles are on one person, and he wasn't even on tonight's show.
Okay.
Bianca was on tonight's show, but didn't wrestle, didn't even really talk, as far as I can remember. We now have confirmed to be a triple threat match between Bianca, Asuka, and Becky at Hell in a Cell. Yet to be confirmed if it's going to be inside a cell. As of right now, we only have one cell match, and that's Seth versus Cody.
I'm sorry. I have to clarify real quick. I did not mean to the comment about being in the ER. That was a misfire on my thumb. So shout out to Tina. I'm hoping everything's okay with Junior out there. Oh, nasty
Junior.
virus and a fever. Oof.
That's not good.
Oh, definitely take care. Definitely take care out there. So, anyways, you were saying. So it's just like it sounds like just meandering wrestling. Is that
Pretty much.
Raw is a meandering show, isn't it?
WWE is a meandering product because right now there's no direction because all of the titles are consolidated into the bloodline and no one is really being lined up to feud with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess maybe the Street Profits, maybe, but and maybe Riddle's looking to go after Roman, but nothing has been set up or anything like that. It's just it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And they told us last week on SmackDown that we were going to have a future tournament for the women's tag team championships.
Okay.
Didn't mention jack shit about that.
Yeah, and where are these teams coming from? Right?
NXT probably.
They're going to have to at this point, right?
Yep.
So you're going to have
Here,
these
there,
people
we're going to have some makeshift teams like
crazy.
Alexa Bliss and Lacey Evans, maybe.
Sure.
Who knows?
For reasons, yeah.
Or or they'll wait until Hell in a Cell is over and they'll team Alexa and Asuka because they both have names that begin and end with the letter A.
That's kind of where we're at, isn't it? So, Tina's saying, yeah, Riddle's going after Roman, then Randy, then Drew at Clash.
Yeah, but see nothing on TV has really set that up yet. Like Roman prevented RK Bro from winning the titles.
Right.
But that's basically it, and then the Bloodline took out both guys. So it doesn't look like we're having a main title match at Hell in a Cell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that, as of right now, I mean, if you want to promote a main title match, you haven't booked anything yet. That's 2 months. That's 2 pay-per-views in a row without a world title match.
Right. Well,
I miss Brock. That's bad.
Yeah. That's Brock was delivering some gold there going into WrestleMania, though, wasn't he? I mean, it really was a high point. So, well, okay. Well, that's your WWE report, I suppose. Because is it really?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really too much else that happened. Like, Omos and Lashley are going to have yet another match, with a stipulation to be determined by MVP. Even though motherfuckers just had a cage match last week on Raw.
Ugh.
I don't know.
So, well, then it's a good thing that I booked George Ross here this week, because there was some activity. Again, I like the check out wrestling shows in other areas, and got to check out HorrorSlam, something that we've heard so much about, of course, when George has been on the show in the past. And it was kind of fun to check it out in person this time around, happening here. This is I think I counted, Georgia. This is my 6th promotion that I've got to visit in the greater Detroit area.
What other promotions have you been to?
I can't remember half of them. There's the one. Here's how I remember it: the one in the bar where the guy's elbow was on fire. The one between the golf cart and the mini golf. The one several years ago where I saw Katie Arquette. The one that was run by Rude Boy, International Big Time Wrestling, where I learned about about MM3's entire family at a show that was dubbed a Hall of Fame induction ceremony, but was free tickets and you could buy pizza on a Sunday. Let's see. There was our friends, the No Peace RSW show a few weeks ago. We did for IWTV, and then this one. Is that 6 of them? That seems right. But I was trying to count them all out. But yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, that's about how many wrestling shows I've seen in the Detroit area.
Okay.
So different ones every time. So I don't know what that says, but I noticed the vibe. There was a very like people are running down Detroit wrestling and deathmatch, and we're going to tell you about it. I love how fucking Wild West it is up there. It is. We talk about like how Wild West and crazy crowd like RWA is here in the area. Like Detroit's a whole other thing. Detroit is, and I don't think I've been to a show in the greater Detroit area where I didn't feel like I might have been in danger at some point during a show, and that's a compliment, if you will.
I mean, there was the second or third show I ever did. There was almost a riot. So.
Like, that's wrestling, man. Like, that's crazy, wild wrestling. That is that vibe when I started going to the Gathering of the Juggalos and seeing JCW wrestling there. It's the same vibe, whether it's a Juggalo show or not, right? Whether it's Madman Pondo or Briar Wellington or any of those guys that I'm familiar with from the Juggalo stuff on there. Like, there's this just fuck you attitude in all of that wrestling up there, right?
I mean, yeah, especially if you could tell probably from the shoot promo following the 4-way title match, correct?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, like, a lot of people seem to say there's a lot of Michigan drama, but I mean, I would argue there's just as much West Virginia and Pittsburgh drama.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd argue that just wrestling is just drama in general. Like, there's just, it's just our workplace drama is much more colorful than, the people who would work at a normal office, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's a little shot of Big Con from the
Big
Ascension.
Con and Ace Evans of the Nomads.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Of course, I'm like, I'm going to buy this table in the back, and then that means like maybe I'll be away from the action and everything. No, they found me every damn time. So that was a lot of fun. But this was, and I noticed the trend. Like, usually it's like, hey, first half of the show is going to be a wrestling show. Second half of the show, you're going to get out the class a little bit. And this is something you've talked about in the past before this place. And I know there was a guy that you were really excited about, and I was kind of enjoying once we got into it. And also it's good to see like some familiar faces like Zach Thomas, who's getting hit right there. I think he's about to come back. Yeah, he's pissed now. And that's Missy just saying, "Oh, hey, I know that guy." But I loved her reaction to that one. I did pitch to some locals promotions to get Midwest come in the area because they were just a blast to watch out there. So, but. Between all that, like I say, the first half seems to be like, hey, wrestling show, like there were 6 matches at the show a couple weeks ago, and then it got crazy, right? With all the weapons and light tunes and things like that. But I don't know where I was going with that because I'm so my brain's so fried right now. I got the Jackson Stone, the Shogun suplex Shogun.
That one was basically like the way I typify that one was it's basically like something straight out of like a real life Capcom versus Marvel, right?
Really? Because the other guys.
I mean, well, yeah, because you have you have Cobra Kai martial arts dojo, dojo master against a suplexing Shogun. Like, I mean, come on,
That was great.
that's straight out of Black Lightning.
Yeah, and I saw these Cobra Kai guys. I almost wore my Cobra Kai shirt. I'm like, nope. I'm in Detroit. I don't know if he's on the show, but he's probably on the show, right? And then when we attended those couple of shows over the weekend, I really think that we had an entire faction of Cobra Kai guys too, right? So I guess it's just a Detroit thing. They're just all into it. And I loved him getting like upset about somebody yelling Miyagi-Do in the front row, some little kid. So, anyways, and there's some more calamity there. I think that's how the match ended, because George threw it out, not a count out. He threw it out. George, I had a call. I had beef with some of your calls all night.
I mean, it was okay. So if it's a match based on knockout or submission, primarily based on strikes and suplexes. Immediately preceding me throwing it out, Shogun began to use a chair, and they would not come back to the ring. I had to throw it out, Sorg. I mean, just because we weren't at that Wild West portion of the show yet.
No.
That was the first.
I mean, it's its own kind of Wild West, I think. By the way, some lady sits at our table.
I saw that.
Did you see this? She sits there. No. The great thing was she gets her purse, leaves her beer. She says, "I'm going outside for, I don't know, probably smoke or something. Can you keep an eye on the beer for me?" So I go to Missy and I'm like, "Listen, either she's just told us not to roofie her, or she told us to please roofie her, and she wants a threesome. Either way, I don't know. There's a lot of trust happening right now. So, but look where we are. But." By the way, and Missy, and you tried to solve it, because Missy didn't want to go to another deathmatch show after having to be the streaming supervisor for RSW a couple weeks ago, and she does not like the blood. Plus, she had to watch the John Moxley Tom Lawler Defy match from a few weeks ago too. So you kind of lulled her into this one.
Well, look, I didn't think it would get as crazy. I mean, honestly, I don't think it was as crazy as the triple threat one at the end was a bit crazy. But I mean, Breyer and Dirty Ron wasn't nearly as crazy as some of Breyer's other ones I've
Sell Mad Mike on Dirty Ron McDonald, and I'll throw a video up here in a second.
I mean, he's got the sauce. He weighs in at 7,124 spicy chicken McNuggets. He's straight out the ball pit. I mean, what's not to like about Dirty Ron McDonald after that?
Mike, this guy came
That's
out.
a lot of information right there.
That's his intro. That's his intro, man.
That is.
I mean,
now I have a question. Does he have a Dirty Ron McDonald land gang?
Oh, there were some allusions to that, I think.
Because
promo.
If he has like a lucha grimace, I think that's what'll hook me.
During the match, I think someone told him to treat Brian Rollington like he was the Hamburglar.
Okay, but see, now we're getting in the weeds here, because if he's Dirty Ron McDonald, does that mean the Hamburglar is an anti-hero?
I mean, maybe the Hamburglar is only stealing those hamburgers to feed his family in the first place.
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering. Because like in normal McDonald, then it's very, very clear and canonical that the Hamburglar was a bad dude. But if it's Dirty Ron McDonald, maybe the Hamburglar is his arch enemy and is really a hero.
So,
well, on that, go ahead, Sorg.
So Mike, just a little bit of color on this, real quick. So Ron McDonald came out before intermission, cut a promo talking about he's going to beat up the guy, and then threw himself into thumbtacks.
Okay.
And then went to intermission to sign autographs.
Okay.
Before coming back to the match. Yes.
Oh, and that was the first one immediately after intermission.
Yes, that was the popcorn match.
I would hope so.
Yes. It was the
Okay.
damnest, dude. It's the damnest thing I ever seen, and it was a long promo. And then the other guy comes out, somebody I know was definitely at the first Juggalo show I ever went to, Brian Wellington, still running up there, and he would do like doing this. Of course, is he General of the King or the Prince of Deathmatch Wrestling or something, George? Because I know there was a Burger
He was
King
the
reference.
undisputed king of status.
Oh, okay. So there's
Yes.
Burger King versus.
He's also recently started rebuilding himself as the real live horror show, and he's undeniable, the undeniable one as well. So.
Yeah. I
Do
remember the
we-
Richie Boy
Do
days.
we have a taco-themed luchador that he could wrestle against in a Live Moss match?
Wore the crown and everything. I don't know. I'm sure they can bring somebody in. And yes, that is a weed whacker.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
they-
assumed it was.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going
There's
on there.
a lot going on.
And this is all. That guy in the front row took his shirt off at one time. We're not sure he was drinking piss or not.
That's tea. Don't worry, Mike wasn't really
Okay.
drinking pee.
Okay, I don't know. Listen.
I mean, if he's in the ball pit.
Listen, I've been to plenty of gatherings, okay, and I'm in Detroit, and regardless of this being a Juggalo show or not, George, same vibe, like same vibe. I'm sorry,
It's a quasi juggalo show, I suppose.
it's a deathmatch show in
So,
Detroit.
so it's
How-
juggalish.
how- it's definitely juggalish, juggalish. Show title, meandering juggalish. Got it. Okay, and tagged. Okay. But no, yeah, holy crap, a weed whacker. I think they only weed whacked the bum on that one. So it's Wrestling on Earth 616. But yeah, no, because I mean, that's that Detroit vibe, right? Like really, at least the wrestling vibe that I've seen in the crowd.
Well, I mean, let me know when you're ready to. Obviously, there was plenty of good sideshow stuff, but when you're ready to talk about the great championship match that happened.
Okay, talk about the championship match. There was a couple of these death matches, and then again, the light tubes were coming out on the next ones and everything, right? Actually, for at least for two matches, and then you had like a 4-way match with two guys that won gut check, including somebody we've seen a lot.
Yeah,
we filmed a lot. Jason Hodge.
This is Jason Hodge and Jack Price, the co-winners of Gut Check 2022. Not to mention Tommy Vendetta, who Sorg is familiar with because he is one of the gentlemen who went through the barbed wire trampoline.
So after you go from this one where we're doing the glass pretty severely in the crowd, by the way, we rolled to a nice, I wouldn't say scientific because there was a lot of brawling and everything. So, but some tremendous stuff there. I'm sorry, finish that.
Yeah, but no, then the champion's MM3 right there in the green and yellow.
Yes, it was tremendous.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like this, this is the kind of stuff that, these are the kind of guys I get to work with all the time every time I go up there. It's not just, light tubes and, thumbtacks and fire. Although there was fire, I had to put out some more fire.
Yes, you did. Not a Joey Janela fire. That was an
I was gonna ask about that.
My foot did not catch on fire.
If
There
you
you go.
knew someone was
There's
going
some
to
fire.
throw a flaming super kick, would you have more than one half-filled bottle of water at the ready?
Ideally, I would think you'd have a fucking bucket.
Yep. Okay. Just want clarification.
I mean, let's just say that, one of the only other times, we do like major fire. Sorg wasn't there for this one, but this was a baseball bat that was wrapped in a towel that ended up getting lit on fire.
Oh, I forgot. Well, I showed the elbow.
Did you?
That was I just showed the elbow from Ron McDonald.
So there's actually some history to the flaming elbow in Detroit.
Yep, that's what I saw last time.
Yeah, no, MM3's father, DBA, also utilizes
Yep,
the
that's when
flaming
I was
elbow.
having a conversation with Soul Taker about Beastman. I looked up and his elbow was on fire.
Yes.
Yep, in a bar. Yep. And also, I want to notice, it wasn't so much Calamity, but you notice on this video, he's really close to the ceiling on this one.
Well, Unfortunately, like there is a problem with some of the venues in Detroit where you get some notoriously low ceilings.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Facade would be putting
And
some
that's
of
that's
it looks
nowhere
like
near as bad.
notoriously flammable ceilings.
Yeah, that really kind of does. Oh man.
Yeah, you missed it, but I had to, ended up stamping out the elbow pad before he hits his driver to hit the finish. So
Well, we'll take another look at that again.
That's
if we got
probably
some
for the
video.
best.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the referee's all about safety, right? For
Well, of course,
everybody.
yeah.
yes, yeah, right there.
Yeah, I
bang.
see you.
Yes,
I see you doing a little
right there,
dance.
and bang.
That's not a clog dance in the background. I see what you're doing. So.
Although you could be confused with some of the imagery, given the German imagery of the venue.
Oh my God, Tina's reminding me. I love that Tina knows more GCW history than I do right off the top of my head because I've attended the gathering. That's why I don't remember most of it. Too Tough Tony used to do a flaming fist in JCW days, Struggle Wrestling days. I believe I witnessed that. Yeah. So, jeez. But no, you had a great four-way match, and again, between like two people from Gut Check, and then one that's doing what ICW in.
Tommy's been working for ICW. He's worked for AAW in Chicago. He's all over the state of Michigan. Former HorrorSlam. I believe he's both a former HorrorSlam heavyweight and deathmatch champion. On top of it all, so
that was him and just went through a door. And
he's affiliated with the Death Threat Army, guys.
Okay.
Him and Jack Price and Aaron O'Ryan, Adam Wick, and Alex Weir.
He had very ELP vibes to me. Would be my comparison if you haven't seen him or you're not seeing the video with him right now. So no, definitely gotta check out. And he was a lot of fun on the other show too. Oh, there's more of that. And there's everybody after the match. That was great. And I think what was it? Price was the one guy's name. The other gut check guy.
Black Diamond Jack Price. Yes.
He's another guy. I'm not sure that I have been familiar with. And then the main event, of course, there were pine cones. The pine cones did not get used.
Wait, hold on.
Wait. You want to go back to the pine cones? Oh.
How do you have a whole pine cone set up like that and not use it?
Well, the one guy tore it apart.
It's Chekhov's board of pine cones.
Naturally, when you're a heel, sometimes you destroy some of the deathmatch stuff that looks cool so the fans can't see anyone use it.
Yeah, the guy...
Oh, okay. So it was used, just not on.
Yeah.
Well,
it was denied.
So, okay, so if you take a look at the footage that Sorg just had, the guy on the left, hello hard body, teased using the pine cones, and he ripped the board up, and needless to say, the fans, being as bloodthirsty as they were a bit pissed that he did not satiate their thirst. But all
right, I was gonna say, if it was just left lying there.
That being said, I've seen a Michinoku driver onto a humongous garbage bag's worth of pine cones.
Yep. So. And of course, in our staple of these shows, of course, we went outside for the main event.
Well, of course.
Yeah, so that is the Swamp Daddy Brutus Atwell, a good friend of mine. He is a recent graduate of the House of Truth, about 2 years. I refereed his second match about 16 months ago. Before he even really found his gimmick, and then that's him and Brett Havoc right there. I believe Brett Havoc's based out of Indiana.
Oh.
But this was Brett's second match up there, I believe, because he was he was an ad for.
Wait, this is your second match as a death match?
But no, second match at HorrorSlam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yes, that guy just jumped off the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So Brett Havoc had debuted in a death match against Dale Patricks on the show prior to this.
And that was the finish of the match, wasn't it?
No, that
sure
wasn't.
No, wait,
that wasn't. It looked like it was the finish.
No, he didn't pin him. He got up.
Oh, okay.
He got up off it because they brawled back into the building.
I don't even know what he's hitting with right now.
Are those skewers?
No. Amazingly, skewers were the thing I didn't see this time. Although I was really impressed at last show when I saw skewers in somebody's back.
You saw Darren McCarty take skewers.
I don't even know.
No, you did. You recorded it, Sorg.
Listen,
You
man.
reported a 4-time Stanley Cup champion eating skewers.
Wait, what? That was that guy that was selling CBD out in the lobby?
You don't know who Darren McCarty is, brother?
Mike, can you help me out here?
No.
He's a four-time Stanley Cup champion with the Detroit Red Wings.
I don't bother with the Red Wings.
Oh.
He's local sports royalty.
And I haven't worked with that Red Wings fan for about 12 years, so I'm out of the loop. So
I'm trying to think of who like a really good, like a similar.
It'd be like if Phil Kessel did a death match.
No, because McCarty wasn't like the Phil Kessel type of scorer.
Was he in the Battle Royal thing that we did?
He was, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I'm like, I don't know any of these people. And
yeah, no, that's why he ate skewers.
Jeez, even the hockey players are getting into the death matches. This is crazy. Jeez, what? I mean, I guess it's not too far off from hockey if you think about it.
At the same time, like you have to admit, like considering that, like that show not only does it have we're bringing in like. Guys like Dirty Ron from, he's based out, I believe, out of California.
I heard San Diego, right? So,
yeah, I think his main promotion is Fist Combat.
Yes.
Out there. But we have the last 3 gut check winners. So, not only that, like that, none of those guys even have any of the belts.
Mm-hmm.
So, the roster's deep, and, it's helped me, working up there has helped get me on the radar. And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna keep going up there.
Some good stuff over there. Check out HorrorSlam if you're in the Pittsburgh or in the Detroit. Where am I at right now? In the Detroit area, of course. And George, thank you for introducing me. The wife is not going to thank you.
I mean, I could tell from her, her face during some of the photos you posted online, just that she did not seem to enthused.
I had to convince her to stay for the main event. She's like, I don't think I can take one more of these. I'm like, we're here. We're here for George. Like, what if George has a moment? So,
What moment would I have had, Sorg?
I don't know. I just edited you in Erie earlier today, just biting it from Bill Collier. So,
yeah. How'd that look?
It looked pretty good. Cool. So that is actually uploading right now to your preview link is uploading as well as the VOD. So,
we have breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news regarding Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
MVP has picked the stipulation.
Hell in a Cell?
I mean,
do we have a Hell in a Cell match?
We have one.
Which one is it?
Seth versus Cody.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cody's beat him twice, but I'm sure Seth will get him this time. The stipulation is Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP in a handicap match.
Wow. Jeez, freaking rinse and repeat. What the hell?
I just want to clarify. Bobby Lashley is 2-1 against Omos. He's 2-1 because he won the cage match last week.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did the Bobby Lashley cage spot, which is going through a wall of the cage.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's bad when that spot is predictable.
Oh no, it was great. It was fantastic. But that should be the end of the feud.
Yes, absolutely.
Should be the end of the feud.
All right.
Or it should be building to a Hell in a Cell.
George, have you watched Chippendale?
I have not.
Oh, you might want to back off on this one because I have a feeling we're gonna go a little crazy right now. We will continue. If you want to stay on, we're going to get spoilerly on this one. I don't know how much you really don't want to be surprised when you go into Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, the movie.
When did this even come out?
Over the
weekend. It came out on Friday.
Is it animated?
Yeah.
Ish.
It's the spiritual sequel to Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Absolutely.
So much so, Roger Rabbit is in the movie.
Yes, doing the Roger Rabbit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. God.
Well, it is kind of late, and
And he's gonna go watch the movie right now. Well,
Yeah,
referee
honestly,
George Ross,
it's like an hour and a half.
yeah, it's fine. It's good.
It's a quick watch.
It's fun. It's a nice jaunt. It's a nice
Mm-hmm.
jaunt. Referee George Ross, where can people find you online? Refresh my memory because I kept forgetting where to tag you.
I mean, it's just Facebook. If you find, search
That's
referee
right.
George Ross, will probably come up. So
There you go.
Because my last name's long and Hungarian and stupid. So.
You should see them, the wrestling promoters. I have to figure out their names, especially here in the Pittsburgh area. But anyways, thank you so much for dropping in on this and giving a little bit of background to HorrorSlam. Go check it out on Facebook and wherever they social media. And of course, if you check on my feed on Sorgatron on Instagram or Twitter, and my Facebook as well, you will find clips and videos from much like what we were showing here on the show. So, thank you, George. And we'll let you go before we spoil Chippendale.
Yes, Godspeed to both of you guys.
All right, thanks. So I love these when they're not like a kids movie, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when the characters grow up with us. And of course, I just have to read this, and we're getting the spoiler zone before I do this, but I think a lot of people are probably seen the news.
Oh yeah, no,
Justice,
we're gonna spoil the shit.
Justice for Ugly Sonic from Tina.
Indeed.
Oh my.
Sorg,
jeez.
what was your biggest pop of the movie?
Seeing Blaster from Transformers in the crowd at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good one.
I mean, and of course, He-Man and Skeletor bickering with each other was another big one for me too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
for me, it was MC Swatcat dancing with Paula Abdul.
that was nice too. That was definitely nice.
I screamed. I was, and that was a de-aged Paula Abdul.
Oh, absolutely.
Too. Like they used the de-aging technology for a 10-second clip, basically in the background.
Oh no, that was a very presented clip, I think. But it was a color clip. You know what I mean? It was just. It
was wonderful. Everything about it was perfection.
Yes.
Also, the second thing I really had a big reaction for, the Looney Tunes TV dinner, the Foghorn Leghorn TV dinner in Chip's refrigerator.
I missed that.
Oh yeah,
I missed that.
I freaked out. I'm like, oh, all right. So we just don't have any rules.
No. I did find an article because especially it was mostly around the Ugly Sonic, and obviously there's other people in there too. Basically, they would write in some other character, and they wanted to be, they wanted the director said that I didn't want it to be a Disney Plus commercial, right?
Right, yeah.
Because remember, Ready Player One felt a lot like a Universal Studios Spielberg commercial, right? Like really bad.
And that would have been fine.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. I liked it.
Based off a book.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. That's fine.
Like the book had no such restrictions.
No. So,
but Sorg, I'm also putting a video in the chat room that breaks down over 100 cameos.
Nice. So they talked about every time they wanted to do a cameo of somebody that wasn't a Disney property, they had to get the lawyers on the phone, and then he had to explain the scene and pitch it.
Sometimes I don't think they did.
It sounds like the Ugly Sonic may not have been a permission situation.
Well, the thing is, they built themselves a loophole.
Because they built their own Ugly Sonic?
No. Because they built in the story around bootlegging things.
That is true.
Like,
which is hilarious because it is like a legit Disney problem. How many times have you seen the shitty Little Mermaid thing?
Of course.
Especially in the early days of Netflix streaming.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, they built in their own solution.
Yes.
Like if you look at towards the end, where they show the various parts of cartoon characters that they have, Sorg, there was a Pikachu tail there.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Snoopy ear.
There was Snoopy ear. There was the smile from Ickis from Ah Real Monsters.
Jeez.
Like there was a bunch of random shit in there. There was Jimmy Neutron's hair. Like there was a lot of random shit in there. And then at the end, when all the bootleg characters came out, you had the Bigfoot from a Goofy movie wearing Fred Flintstone's outfit. Like, oh my god, there's so much wild shit going on in that movie. It was absolutely ridiculous. And the movie itself is good. Like, even if you take out all the cameos and the Easter eggs and all that stuff, the movie was fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was a lot of fun. The voices, I won't spoil the voices they had in there, but who they had for the detective and the main baddie, and everybody knows that Seth Rogen's in this thing. There's a Seth
is he? There's a lot of Seth Rogen.
There's at least one point where Seth Rogen faces off with himself in a
Three
in a certain
times.
way. 3 times it happened.
No, Sorg. That was Enter the Rogenverse. He was face to face to face to face to face.
Oh, were they all in that scene?
They were all his characters.
Oh, I didn't catch that much.
That's why they all laughed at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And they were all
listen,
separate
man.
laughs.
I'm still trip lagged when I was watching that last night. I definitely need to watch it again to catch all the little details like that. So,
and apparently, something I missed that was in the background of one of the shots was the spray paint that Miles Morales did from Into the Spider-Verse.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, they own that technically, so.
No, they don't.
Well,
That's Sony.
Wow. No.
No, they don't. That's Sony.
For some movie.
That's strictly Sony. That's not the MCU tie-in.
That is, I'm going to say it's going to be easier for them to get that than Sonic.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I'm sure that somebody had to place a call since they were doing a movie, but also this wasn't a theatrical movie, so I have a feeling.
No, it wasn't.
So I have a feeling that loopholes everything too, right? So
yeah, because I mean, you're not getting like revenue.
And was it a quote unquote live action movie?
I'd say so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'd say so. It's filmed.
It's a lot of.
It's filmed live action.
There's a lot of gray area there. I think it was.
No, I think that's a live action film.
Either way,
what do you call Roger Rabbit? Roger Rabbit's a live action movie.
Hybrid animation.
Yeah,
well,
but it's still filmed.
It's more. You're right. It is more film than like this.
Roger Rabbit's almost more animated than this movie.
I feel like much of this movie. I bet you this movie was probably about 60% animated. Depending on the scenes, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
but this movie also had Muppets.
It did have Muppets. It had some very angry Muppets.
It had Muppets. It had claymation.
Yes.
It had a lot of stuff.
Well represented. It is a spiritual successor to. It does feel like it lives in that modern Roger Rabbit type world.
By the way, there are post-credit scenes, so you know.
Post credit or like not post credit.
Oh no, not post.
Not end credit.
Mid credit.
And and I really hope that does turn into a thing. But
no, I think if we're going this realm, I want to see them do a live action Bonkers.
Nobody's asking for a Bonkers reboot, Mike.
Sorg. Picture this.
Bonkers teaming with Paula Abdul, and I'm sold.
I was gonna say Bonkers teaming with a grizzled cop by the name of Reginald Val Johnson. From Die Hard.
Oh. Didn't he pass?
Ghostbusters.
Wait.
No, I just saw him like a couple months ago.
Wait, who?
I literally was in his presence.
Am I? Wait. Who are we talking about again?
At a '90s Comic Con, the dad from Family Matters.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I'm thinking the dad from Fresh Prince. That was Shredder.
Oh no, he passed some time.
Who was also Shredder in the '80s Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
So excuse me. That's on me. But anyways.
By the way, now that we've done this, there's no way that the next Ninja Turtles movie shouldn't just be the animated turtles interacting with real people.
Hey, we've already had the
no more suits. Just do the animated turtles. Get the voice actors from the '80s. They're all still alive. They're all kicking
of the turtles.
Of the turtles, and just fucking do it.
Well, we did have the cartoon crossover. Remember, the Turtles forever, right?
Yeah, but I
So-
want live action now.
Well, now you can mix all
Yeah,
of
you
them.
can do it.
Because you have the suits with the CG Michael Bay ones, with the whatever the fuck they're doing now with Rise of Ninja Turtles.
Yep, enter the Turtleverse.
Yes.
Let's do it.
You got
Let's
you
do
got
it.
Batman in there.
Turtleverse in time. Let's just do it.
All right, Mike. I need to kick out of here before I pass out. But I'm glad we got to talk about all the things. Thank you so much.
Oh, Sorg, if you think I'm done talking about Rescue Rangers, you have another thing coming.
Well, we need something for Ronnie when he joins us tomorrow, right?
That's true. And next week we will be talking Obi-Wan.
Oh yes. Oh,
So Sorg,
yes.
you know what I say? You know how I'm gonna greet you next week when we do a show?
Hmm.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there. You dropping
Can't
those
wait.
tweets on me.
Hello there.
Hello there. Damn it. Damn it. Tomorrow, Mike, we have a guest in studio.
I'm intrigued.
Yes. Who's that guest?
I don't remember his name.
Cowpoke Paul.
Okay.
And
I don't know why I thought it was Pete. That's why I didn't want to.
No, it's not Cowpoke Pete. Cowpoke Paul.
Okay.
That's more. It flows better. It's going to look good on a T-shirt. And
we're gonna come up with some T-shirts.
And we're going to talk about what happened last time we had a new recruit from Rise Wrestling on. I'm sure Ronnie's going to be in studio. He better, because he has my footage from 2PW this past weekend. I need to edit. Stranger Things as well. Holy crap!
Yeah,
I'm not ready. Not ready.
Did you see the episode length for Stranger
Did
Things?
not. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yes.
Each of them are like a fucking hour and a
I don't
half
care.
at minimum.
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh,
Give me more. Give me
I
more.
don't know.
Let's do it.
I don't know.
Listen, I just watched.
I'm
the
gonna
final...
watch because
I
I'm
literally-
a completionist at this point.
I just
but Jesus.
finished. I just finished last night. Lost in Space. Our Flag Means Death, and then
Okay.
watched Chippendale and watched the last 3 episodes of Halo.
Oh wow. Okay.
There was a lot of catching up happening.
Apparently.
Yes.
By the way, the George Carlin documentary is wonderful.
Oh, I gotta get that in. I might watch a little bit.
It's
tonight.
absolutely it's 2 parts. It's about a 3.5, 4 hour watch, but it's wonderful.
Yep. Awesome.
It's absolutely wonderful.
Mad Mike 483 on the Twitter.
Yeah, I do stuff and things and tweet about stuff.
And I am at Sorgatron.
And I tell Tony Khan to book more than one match on more than one women's match on Dynamite. You coward.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I'm at Sorgatron on the Twitter. You can follow my adventures where I've been the last 2 weeks there, including hanging out with Dutters at Dollywood last Monday, and also just Michigan, just a lot of Michigan, and cars and stuff like that, and guys with glasses that look really a lot cooler and sunglasses than I probably do. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out. Please stay tuned for Silk Stockings. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.
Unfinished business and the undisputed Rise Grand Championship on the line.
You know what? I don't know if you knew the same thing as me, Shane, but I absolutely got chills from that. We need to understand how much this means to all competitors, including our defending champion. Ladies and gentlemen, as my man Sarah has said, Shane, as my man Shane has said, cook your popcorn, get your beverage. Good old JR, this is going to be a slobber knocker.
Boomer sooner.
30-minute time limit. At stake will be the Rise Grand Championship. Let's bring the principals to the ring.